Welcome back to yet another episode of Savage Letters. It's going to be a late night read. I had to get out at a late night. So tonight we're going to read a letter to CNN, one of my favorites. Let's see here. Before we get started, I need to go ahead and drop the disclaimer on you. The following letter is a work of satire and comedy. All names, events, and scenarios are fictionalized for humorous purposes and not to be taken as factual statements. If you find yourself offended, again, congratulations. You're exactly who this is for. So here we go, kicking it off with the letter to CNN. Everyone's favorite news network. Here we go. Dear CNN, aka the Chicken Noodle Network, or constantly narrating nonsense. We just wanted to drop a quick note to say congratulations. You've managed to do what few media outlets could, become the punchline of both left and right-wing political jokes, while still somehow believing you're the adult in the room. That's a real talent. Like managing to trip over your own shoelaces while standing still. We've been watching, not by choice, mind you. Your coverage just seems to play in airports like a virus. As you've gone from scorning Donald Trump's economic metrics during his first term to suddenly pretending they're indicators of strength when trying to frame them against him the second time around. It's wild. In 2018, when GDP growth hit 3%, unemployment reached record lows across all racial demographics, and consumer confidence skyrocketed, you called it misleading, artificial, and unsustainable. Now, the same numbers under a different suit suddenly become proof of a resilient economy. You don't report the news, you mood swing your way through it depending on who's holding the pen in the Oval Office. And can we talk about fear-mongering for a second? You've practically made it a department. If there's a storm, you're ready waist-deep in flood water for a dramatic live shot, even if the cameraman is standing on dry pavement. If there's an election, it's a threat to democracy. If Trump sneezes, it's a 5-panel discussion on whether fascism has returned to the Western Hemisphere. You guys don't run a newsroom, you run a panic button with a graphics team. And let's not even start, let's not even start on your accuracy record. The Covington kids, debacle, fake. The Russian bounty story, oops. The Steele dossier coverage, oops again. The lab leak theory that was once a dangerous conspiracy, now just quietly accepted as likely. At this point, your fact checkers are basically professional retraction writers. Yet you still parade around as if you're the gold standard of journalism while behaving like a cross between a drama club and a marketing firm for whichever party you're favoring that month. Spoiler, it's not the one with an elephant on the logo. You claim to hold to account. You spent years carrying water for an administration that thought inflation was transitory, tried redefining recession, and needed cue cards to remember which direction to walk off a stage. The only thing you hold accountable is your dwindling audience by making them suffer through Don Lemon's tragic descent into irrelevance before you finally showed him the door. So, here's an idea. Next time you want to be taken seriously, maybe try actually reporting the news instead of narrating a fantasy you wish was true. Ditch the scripted outrage, tone down the fear porn, and maybe, just maybe, journalism might stop rolling over in its grave every time you go to a commercial break. Sincerely Savage, someone who reads, remembers, and respects actual journalism. P.S. If you need a breaking news headline for this letter, feel free to run with American Public Rights Scathing Truth. CNN labels it disinformation. You're welcome. Again, that was a pretty intense letter. We spent a little bit of time putting that one together. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you will like, share, give us some feedback, drop a comment. If you have any other ideas of who we should write next or add to our list of those who are currently writing, I'd really, really, really appreciate it. So again, thanks for sticking around and listening to it, hearing out the Lord letter this evening. I know it's a little late, but thank you. Have a wonderful day.